If everyone is ready, um, I will give the floor to Freddie for the recap.
Here we are, guys. Here we are. Um, Last we left off, we said, what's better than one underground, small hideout tunnel system? I'll tell you what, an even bigger map of underground tunnels, the sewer. Yes. Haven't you ever wanted the spiderweb hideout, except there's monsters and also piss. And so we the gang went out, a map in the tunnels just to see, if we've got any roots and such. And I think we were looking for also I wasn't here for the first part of this, but I think it was to look for the things that Zora mentioned, or the note that was in Zora's desk mentioned about like how to defend the city or whatever. Not 100%, but that's me stinks. Um, anyway, beyond that, we were like, hey guys, it's tough in here. It's hard out here for a pimp, is what I was saying basically. Um, we looked about all the dead bodies and such, all of the sad deceased folks from our recent run in with the intergalactic dickhead. Um, didn't find much correlation between the deceased. It just seems, and I quote, like some random fuckery. Fair enough. Um, Maybe a little careless. I don't know. I don't want to judge that. I do want to judge that guy, actually. He sucks. Anyway, um, Isaac goes and talks to all of the relatives left by the deceased. Runrose gives the story of Umtash's really, really cute adoption moment, which I personally wanted to. Anyway, Isaac decides to do some Kalishtar funerary rites, and wishes Umtash well in his departure into the great beyond. We find out that one group of deceased people are an adventuring group that stopped in town for supplies. That was Ekil, Iridon, and Devere Sparkblossom. I wrote all the names down. One is a group of school children and teachers. We had Vip, Ungria Shornhall, Farlia Gosum, or Gossam, I don't know, depending on pronunciation, and Maestro, is it Toshi or Tosh? I don't know.
It's Tosh.
Tosh, let's go. Tosh, dog. Um, One woman was married to a baker who yearned to make terrible tasting rat shaped pastries. Shout out to her, Nise Nask. And then we found out Shelley Miller, a delightful, studious, empathetic young woman with a mind to help others, unfortunately did lose her life in that day. We agreed that we'll help old 6-1 Toes Miller with the farm for a few days when this whole thing blows over eventually. We find everyone is like, whoa, guys, what happened to the tunnel? The tunnel was like that when Voltaire got there. I don't know what you guys are saying. It's fine. In the meanwhile, Willow casts Willow's wonderful whimsy hold, which is so cool. And it has a boomerang hotel questionnaire, which that's baller. Okay. Then I have a note that says, this guard is having her first day on Earth, apparently. She is so fucking confused about this magic. Girl, even if you didn't know magic, context clues, diva. What do you think you're supposed to do here? Anyway, she had her little moment. Other than that, we were like, hey, Zora, come spend the night in this lovely little place that you can make a room with whatever you want in it. And she's like, I have mayoral duties to attend to. And we're like, really? Okay. And she's like, I have to bury the bodies. And we're like, you by herself? You and 3 people? She's like, yeah, it's fine. It's my duty. And we're like, okay, girl, we'll help you. And then when you're done, you can have dinner and a break. She was like, I guess, I guess that sounds fine. So we're gonna go help Sora. We all go in there, and we make a room that looks like whatever you want within reason, which is baller. And we all decide, let's have a little chill time before we gear up to do whatever horrible thing we're gonna do next. And that's what you missed on Glee.
Oh, I always love those. Ah, okay, yeah. So following up on that, uh, you all are in. What is it called again? What do
Willow's
you?
Wonderful Whimsy Hole.
Yeah. Willow's wonderful whimsy hold. uh, well, after a couple hours, the couple of you that offered to help Zora dispose of the bodies, you made it inside, and it seems like everyone's starting to settle down a little bit. It's a little later. You're kind of just over the day, and you go to whatever room that you choose as still vacant. Um,
Still vacant? No, honey.
or
It creates it for you.
oh, okay,
You take that wonderful translucent floating tablet of light and magic and you do whatever you want with it.
yes, I forgot that little bit of tidbit of information there. Yeah, there's a floating tablet, which uh, Isaac has seen stuff like this in the visions of Nikea, but Gorm and Voltaire, maybe not. Maybe actually, you did on the mothership. You saw a little something that was similar to that on there. So it's nothing too crazy for you guys, but it's still very outlandish to work with. But you're able to sort of punch in your preferences, your desires of what you want it to look like, and the door just appears near you, and you enter inside. And I'm going to go around and I'm going to ask everyone to describe the room that they chose, starting with Gorm.
Okay, I was hoping it'd start with me because I thought about this. And Gorm's ideal room, it's gonna be a cot, a fireplace, a small table, a chair, and a keg of ale. That's
Nice.
it. That's all he wants, all he needs.
Simple
That's
pleasures for a
happiness.
simple man.
Indeed.
But the question
I
is like,
dig it.
what kind of wood? What decorations would you like? Any specific? It just goes on. You
Mahogany.
know what? I did think that Gorm was going to say mahogany. He looks like a mahogany guy.
Yeah. He looks like he despises birch.
I mean, it is brittle. It's good for kindling, but not much else.
That is awesome. I love that description. You enter your room. You see the sights that you sort of imagined and placed into the tablet. How does this room make you feel?
Content and relaxed. Like he's just gonna sit in the chair, look at the already lit somehow fireplace, pour himself a glass of ale, and just sit and watch the fire.
Oh, Dave, sorry, I'm going to hijack the description a little bit. Um, there's a stack of cards that shuffle in your screen. I want you to pick one of three, and there's a question. So you got 1, 2, or 3.
3.
There's a little note on your tablet after looking at this that says, "In what ways do you consider yourself to be blessed?" Question for thought for Gorm.
Does he have to answer it now, or can he ponder on it a little bit?
Ponder on it.
I mean, I
Okay.
think I have an answer for it, but
Oh, okay. If you want to share, you can.
it's still being alive at this point. I mean, with all the people we just watched die, like even being alive feels like a blessing. And also
And
his
that-
friends.
And in that moment, Gorm, you feel a sense of warmth as you kind of have a connection in that moment to Paylor, and you just feel like even more content and just warm and at peace in this, brief moment in chaotic time.
That's nice. I hope it stays nice.
Now, we're going to hear from Isaac.
Here we are. And what I will be calling Isaac's Shagalicious room. I'm kidding. Not at all. I don't know that he knows what that word even means. I think that I kind of decided that the room that Isaac describes or architects forth from magic is sort of a like homage or recreation of the room that he has in his like home in Blackbelt. So it's like same kind of major details, same color scheme of like really like dark wood and like lavender and like dark purple and white. And it's very like he's got like the big old armchair in the corner that's like got the little table next to it and like some bookshelves around. And like even if the magic doesn't recreate the books that are on the bookshelf or like doesn't actually make physical, oh hell yeah, okay,
It does.
then it's like copies of what he knows he has in his library like back home. He's got like a little wardrobe, and there's like a little table built on like I guess a fake window where his cat familiar would usually sit. And he's got a little rug, and I think the only difference is I think unconsciously he has like a really like in Black Belt it's like a single mattress or like a twin that's like a very nice twin, like a kind of like postered like nice kind of bed frame, but a very small bed. And I think unconsciously it's like a little bit bigger now. It's like probably a queen. If not like maybe just a double. But it's like same like postered and like a nice like kind of canopy kind of thing. I think he's definitely expressly like not trying to notice that part. But we'll take up on his big old comfy armchair with the little maybe like a little fireplace. So we can read his books.
There's 6 cards on your tablet.
Oh, 6.
6. There's one that is all the same in just a typical translucent, and there's 3 that have 3 X's on them. You may pick one. Actually, we'll pick 2 because Willow has feelings for Isaac.
I hadn't noticed. Okay.
So these are the 3 for the regular, and this is the X Smart cards.
Whoa. Okay. I pick 1 and 3. Does that make sense?
No.
No, wait, hold on.
Normal
The-
one.
One of the normal ones? So there's what card number 1, 2, and 3 for the normal, and there's card number 1, 2, and 3 for the ones that are marked X.
Yeah, I picked card 1 and card 3.
In the normal deck?
Yeah.
Okay. First one. What would be a good tradition for your friend group to have? For us, it's our party.
Our partay.
Hmm.
Hmm.
And the
One
next
question.
one. Have you ever pretended to like something just so you wouldn't hurt someone else's feelings? What was it?
Well, tradition-wise, I think even with everything that happened, I think it was Shadows Night, wasn't it? That's the name of the holiday?
Halloween?
Yeah. Real. Even with everything that happened, and Loki having the worst day of her life, not gonna lie. But no, sorry, not even top 10 for her, I'm gonna be honest with you, but, like, maybe, even with everything that kind of happened that day, I think it was still Isaac really appreciated when everybody kinda hung out that morning, and, like, we all got to have a little chill moment, and just be silly with our little costumes and such. And so I think that he would like that to be, like, when we're not actively constantly dying, a sort of, like, everybody come over and have a little drink and put on our silly little costumes and hang out.
You want Philippe there?
Ooh!
He was,
That's crazy. What if he goes bobbing for apples and I push him and I don't let him up? You know? What if we go to the corn maze and I just leave?
Because he couldn't
Yeah,
get
he can
out.
come. Yeah, it's fine. He can come. Um,
Send him on the hayride by himself.
yeah. Yeah. Oh no. Oh no. That's so tough. Um, yeah, I think that would be fun. A little tradition. Um, and then if have I ever has Isaac ever lied to make someone feel good or feel better? I think yeah, probably quite often. Um, I think especially he's had a lot of students who just made cast a spell and got extremely shitty results. And it was sort of the plethora of, like, white lies that he's told being like, "No, that's not so bad. I've definitely seen worse, and you can work with that and make that into something usable." So I think that he's definitely lied to a bunch of children, or lied to young people before to spare them sort of the embarrassment of, messing up really badly in front of a teacher.
Gotcha. Cool.
Hell yeah.
And then there's a little note at the bottom. Just a little envelope with a little heart on there that says, it's just there.
Oh my. Hello.
You click on it. It says, "You're always welcome here. Just think of me, and the door will open." Oh, and then for Gorms and for Professor Isaacs, right after all of the questions and the choices have been made, it says, "Thank you for participating in the survey. Your answers will be collected for analysis for future updates and references. Thank you."
Oh shit. Isaac's looking, he's like, "Oh god, I just admitted that I lie to children frequently. Uh-oh. That's bad. Hope that doesn't come back to bite me in the ass one day. Okay."
Certainly not. As long as Philippe doesn't get a hold of it.
Yeah. Oh my god. He's actually in here somewhere.
That'd be so funny if it is. If he was.
He's just in the back. He's in the kitchen. He actually works here. He's wearing the little like maitre d' uniform. It's like the dining room hours are 5 to 10. If you're coming at 10:03, I'm not seating you. Are you kidding me?
I'm going to be completely honest. My internet was cutting out like a bunch of the times through that, so I missed out on a lot of the details. But knowing you, Freddie, it was spectacular.
TLDR, he's a big nerd. He likes to read books.
Doesn't surprise me at all.
Yeah.
It's on brand.
Oh,
All right. Voltaire.
So for mine, you would see kind of just a grove in the forest with a nice little stream going by. Brings back memories for him. With like right in the middle, like a giant ancient tree, and kind of like bedding made of leaves and vines, like a hammock kind of setting. Here, basically sounds of the forest.
Cool. 5 cards. You got a regular, the X, and then regular. Total of 5. You can pick 2.
4.
Okay. First one. Do you wish your relationship was different with any of your siblings or your family? You don't have siblings. And if so, in what ways?
Just more relation with my parents. Don't see them very often. Not that any grudge or anything. We just don't get over very often. Is it?
Okay. One more. You have 1 as regular, 2 is the X, and then 3, 4. Or 3, 5, I guess.
Go with.
Nobody really wants to take the X cards, huh?
I don't know what the X cards mean.
If you knew that a friend was being cheated on in or being disloyal to someone, what would you do?
I'd tattle.
Straight up. Straight up.
I guess it would be in the manner of what was going on, but I'd most likely just inform my friend or my other friend.
Okay.
Willow better not be cheating on Isaac.
We'll see. We'll see.
What are you talking about? Gorm, aren't you married?
Yeah. Didn't your husband leave you?
Oh.
Sorry, I don't know what's going into that.
God
Too
damn.
soon. This happened literally just a day ago.
only married by some ancient alien standard that I never understood, so I don't think
Well-
it counts.
Yeah, guys. Plus, they had an open relationship, so it's fine.
Well, and I think it's a universal thing that if one of them passes, the other one's kind of out of the contract.
Yeah, I mean, the phrase is literally "till death do us part." Death happened.
All right. Last, but certainly not least, we have the description for Willow's room.
Willow's room is actually close to the front, but it's hidden. It's like right behind the front desk. And you wouldn't see it because Willow's not going to let you see it until they want people to see it. The door is because the space in itself looks like the galaxies, and the carpet is, it's running down and turning as if it was solid ground, but looking into the whole space, it seems so vast. But behind that, there's a little door If you really look at it, you'll see it looks like the Astral card. When you open it, it's not actually a push door. It's a sliding door because Willow wants it to kind of blend in with the surroundings, like the one that has like a CNC cut almost, or is very well hidden. And it's quiet, like the scent of lavender and smoke and cigarettes and a little bit of alcohol, but also vanilla kind of mixed in there with the memories that they've had as the Willow form. It shifts every so often. It's like you're going inside a giant green screen that shifts, or not green screen, but like a hologram. Every couple of times is shifting a different scenery, a different style, kind of going through all the different lives, memories, experiences that Willow has experienced so far. And in the middle is an operating table. And with Willow's decision to confront their past, they are going to relive that moment so they can see it for themselves what exactly happened. In a way to remove the ambiguity and face it head on. See it for what it is. So there's like people coming in, the metal instruments that they were using. That's kind of what the current scene is right now, anyways.
What, no cards for Willow?
Thank you for reminding me. You guys pick how many of the regular cards, how many of the X cards?
4 X cards.
Yeah, you gotta figure out what the X cards do somehow.
All 4 X cards?
Yeah.
Okay.
What if they're awful? What if they're so awful?
They're not.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
They're spicy.
They're spicy.
They're spicy. Okay, wait,
Did
do
you-
one normal one and then go hard into the other ones.
Okay, I'm not looking at it. I have oh my gosh. Okay. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, all X's, and then the regular. First one. Did you ever experiment sexually, and in what way? Willow, being the savant that they are, I would say they've been pretty out there. Especially in the back alleys when they were trying to hustle some people. There's definitely some things that they were probably not proud of. Some things that they didn't realize that they enjoyed, and that maybe will show up. Professor comes into Willow's room. Number 2, how important is it for you to orgasm during sex? Yeah, we all messed out.
Wow.
For Willow, it depends. I would say they were more of they'd be more of like a verse and a switch. They can be both. Their focus is maybe more of a pleasure dom, if anything, focusing on the pleasure of their partner, but will definitely use that pleasure to fuel their own. So not necessarily. Y'all asked for it. Okay. Where have you always wanted to have sex but haven't? Oh, on the airship. On the freaking airship. Because who doesn't, want to try the Mile High Club, especially with someone who can already fly a mile high? But nice to experience that with someone else, no? Has Willow's views on sex changed over the years? Yes, for the better. Experiencing new things, we definitely had to learn the hard way of some things that they don't want to, but all in all, I think pretty good. Now, a lot more excited now that there's a partner that they can try on. Last but not least, the regular card. Ooh, do you wish your relationship was different with your parents? If so, in what way? Willow never had parents. Actually, they maybe, but they only know the ones that they copied from, what's their name? They only used, a latch onto the idea of that. But I think it'd be interesting to see if, Willow would be excited now that they're trying to confront their past to see who exactly were their parents. Have any siblings? Would they look different than Willow? What would they look like? Do they show up in the scenes that they're trying to uncover from deep within them that's they locked from way below? I think it would be a nice a way to see what would Willow's reaction be if there were parents now, actual parents that are truly theirs. Yeah.
Excellent. Went a little off the cuff there, and okay.
3 children died last episode. Just want to reiterate that.
Yeah. Multiple children die. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 children. Any hoodles. You all settle in for what you hope is peaceful rest. The traumas of the day are hopefully put behind for now. With a semi-new determination on the rise, you drift off to sleep, and sleep finds you well. You wake up feeling as well rested as you can be, uninterrupted and unscathed. No nightmarish mental fuckery, no peeping, brain toms from another planet creeping in on your sleepy time. You wake up feeling refreshed, ready to take on whatever chaos that today might have in store. And it for sure will be chaos as you're in the middle of an apocalyptic situation. Willow, is there a sort of like a breakfast buffet situation going on in the wee hours of the morning, or is it
Yes.
a sort of you
There's
kind of will up what you want?
will up what you want. There will be there's 24/7 room service or
Mhm.
whatever your heart desires. And there's always a breakfast buffet or a food buffet, a buffet, whatever you want. It'll be there, but however you want it to be. There will always be like formless versions of not formless, but like copies of Willow in like both the Fey form and Zolgren form. I can always ask for directions, need help with anything, you need anything. There's also the little floating light tablet you can use. Oh,
And how
there is
how
a
much?
fountain of weird navy blue and black liquid in the middle. That's always in the periphery.
I was just gonna jump in.
Well, Karen, would you like to know what it does?
No.
Well, while you guys are observing it or jumping into it, or before you do that, rather, you see a couple or a few of the townsfolk sort of gathered around this fountain, and they're essentially treating it like a wishing well, and they're throwing copper coins into it, and then bowing their heads, clasping their hands together, and saying a little prayer slash wish to this fountain before they nod their head and walk away. And this sort of become like a little bit of like a ritual situation where one person comes up, throws a copper coin in, says a little wish under their breath, and they walk away. And this goes on for a good chunk of the morning. Sometimes the same people going back up and having another wish. They see this environment, this good deed from Willow as like a sign that they need to take advantage of the situation. They need to get as many uh, good things out of this as they can.
I would also add, or I guess put a little bit of a reminder that for those that had people die, there's a version of them in there that is, they know everything up until the moment that they've died and is able to interact maybe one last time while the memory of the memory of the person that they've lost is still fresh. For any outsider, or I guess those who haven't lost anyone, it just looks like the versions of Willow. They're just talking to the versions of Willow and they're playing around and having tea and breakfast. But in the eye of the person who is talking to them, it is the loved one that they have just lost.
Interesting. And you do see like from all of these people who have lost someone, they know that they've lost these people. So like you can see the visual like joy and like tears and happiness. Like they know that this is like the last time that they're gonna see, quote unquote, their loved one. And for these school children and the teacher, you could see um Madame Ibris watching from a distance as a group of Willow copies are sitting in a classroom sort of format with one of the Willow copies at the head of it. And it looks like from this visage that there's a little mock class going on, and Madame Ibris is smiling at these copies and at the one at the head, and she has like a proud expression on her face.
In the midst of breakfast, Isaac is going to find the real Willow. Just sit down with my plate of probably toast. He's probably the worst, like, dry ass toast with fucking some esoteric jam on it, and a cup of tea that tastes yucky. Sits down. He's the bitch that eats like half a grapefruit in the morning, you know what I mean? He sucks. Anyway. Sits down, eating his toast. This is extremely, extremely impressive.
Thank you. I was building towards it, you know? I was building towards something that I could use to help everyone. I'm no good in battle, other than supporting and pulling strings where I can. But I'm learning to be more of a support for everyone outside of that in more ways than one, especially now that things are getting a lot worse.
You know, I think that you have an undeniable and almost, dare I say, undefinable importance to this group. I don't think that we would manage along the way we do without your presence here. And further than that, I think that when all of this is said and done, and over with, and we all go home, I think you should really consider opening a bed and breakfast. I think you'd be very good at it.
Willow grabs, takes one of your hands with the one with the toast as you're trying to eat it. Please, you should really get some better toast. And Willow is just like, does this, and then like fluffy toasted Japanese milk bread with like an inch thick per cut, Irish gold butter, and like your grandma's homemade jam. Please try this. I think this is a lot better than, no offense, but I think this is a lot better for. I mean, you can have anything you wanted, but you know what you like, and that's what what attracted me to you the very first time. But yes, I was thinking about a bed and breakfast because this lasts 24 hours, and that's like 3 days worth of sleep, and I can just re-up it, and then it's a gold mine, I tell you. And with a catchy name like Willow's Wonderful Whimsy Hole, then I think it's a banger.
I agree. As the youth say, a certified banger.
Oh, I will put that in the tagline. Yes.
Mm-hmm. 5 stars. 5 stars.
5 stars.
Yeah, you can put that down. The Black Belt Academy for Arcane Research and said the alumni of the academy give this a solid 5 stars.
Of course.
High praise.
High praise for the one and only Isaac Reinhardt.
I fear I'm going to be. Oh, I can only imagine when I go back to the Institute when this is done that all of the students there are going to pester me relentlessly about everything that's happened. I had never been outside of my hometown before this, and now we're fighting an invasion from another planet. They used to call me, I don't even know what it meant, but they called me chopped. I don't know what that means, but I hope I'm not chopped anymore.
No, I think you're well past chopped. I think you're more cooked.
Is it cooked? I heard unk too, but I think that's bad.
Oh, I don't know. I'm way lost. I'm like, I don't think I'm so hip with the times. Maybe about 50 years, a little too far into it.
Well, you're much more hip than me, I think. Plus, you have an eye for toast. This looks delectable, truly.
It is. One of the passing merchants in Pure Star was peddling that, and I, bet him some information that he didn't know, and well, I managed to get this recipe. One of the best toasts I've ever had.
Maybe one day you can go to where they serve it. Have it for a meal there.
Just me?
Well, if you'd like company.
Always.
Then company you shall have. Also, forgive me, have to ask. The fountain of sort of ichor, people are throwing coins into that. Is that what you intended for that, or do we have to go clean that out?
No, that's another part of the experiments that I'm working on.
Interesting.
I've slowly trying to tap into the powers of the astral card, and this is one of the things that has allowed me to do. It's just a different perspective now on things, and without giving away too much, I believe that fountain is a way to help us in the future. Hoping I'm still alive by the time that happens.
You will be.
I hope so.
Oh, you will if I have anything to say about it.
You will be part of my future. I don't need the cards or the power that I've inherited to know that. I hope you do too.
Do I go stick my hand in it, or
Yeah, sure.
okay?
It's best if you come with it with intent.
Oh,
I'll say that much.
okay. I lean in. I have a large bite of toast. It's really good, and I'm trying to be normal about that. I get up, walk over to the fountain, think about it, then I stick my hand in it.
It feels like water, but with the consistency of really thin, like sheer silk.
Ooh, cool.
It feels liquid, but has a shape. But when it feels and it it acts like water, but when you touch it, it feels like air or like slightly heavier air that you can kind of feel like something's moving, but not enough to qualify it as water.
Huh.
It looks like shimmering stars and galaxies are just slowly washing away and being moved in a somewhat repetitive pattern as it's being pulled from somewhere and spit out back into the fountain. But it doesn't do anything harmful. Depending on the intent, it may feel a bit hot or cold. It's not as consistent.
It is a looped gift. Just kind of run my fingers through it.
So you're lacking the fountain. I thought you'd enjoy that one. Always a peak of curiosity.
I'm half tempted to stick my entire head in there just to see if there's anything in there, but
Oh,
I
no.
feel that I wouldn't be able to breathe.
Would you like to try?
You know what? I've made a lot of sort of dangerous decisions in the span of knowing everyone in this group. This ranks probably bottom of the list, so I'm gonna go for it.
And you die. No,
How'd I die? All right. Hey guys, this is my new character. Yeah, fuck yeah. I get down on the edge of the fountain and I put both hands on like the kind of like stone edge of it. And
Ula goes too.
dunk my head in.
Was in. It feels like a cool breeze.
Oh yeah.
That's it.
Oh yeah.
Just feels like a cool breeze.
and in that moment, you see the heads of various other people pop in as they're sort of following suit, and they're like, "Oh, oh wow, oh wow."
Now, while you're in here, try to imagine a scene, anything.
Okay, all right.
Fill it with the intent. Yes.
Concentrate
Now-
my brain power.
Question: is this a scene that everyone sees, like a
Mhm.
collective thing?
Uh huh.
So like everyone can contribute to it, is what you're saying?
Uh huh.
Okay.
But they don't know what to do with it yet. So I'm telling
Right.
Isaac. Well, I was telling Isaac what could possibly be done.
Hal's always got some schemes going on. You'd love to see it. It's like if we kept you in an enclosure at a zoo, that's how I'd know that you were healthy. You're just coming up with things, just making weird things. So that was a weird thing to say. I apologize. I mean, it was
It's a little weird. I get it.
with
You
affection.
freaking zoo animal.
With affection. It's like how you know that peacock's healthy if it's got like the bright tail feathers. It's like,
Mhm.
well, if Kyle's making schemes, then we're good.
What's the scene, Isaac?
I think it's just a really random one that comes to him. I think that you see like a house, the interior of a house. Like a very warm, like homely interior. And there are two like I guess younger men that look similar to each other. And one of they're standing against like a doorway. And the first one stands against like the border kind of the door frame. And an older man that again looks similar to the two of them comes up and marks on the door frame with pencil. And then the first guy steps away, and the second one comes up and stands against the door frame and comes and marks it. And the second guy is much taller than the first one. And the first guy, who you can see looks a lot like Isaac, is a little bit unhappy with that fact.
Everyone's seeing this, and Will looks at Isaac, grabs the head, fully goes in. And a second later, you're in that scene as a spectator, but you can see all of the intricate details of that memory. The face, the smell, you can feel the heat, you can walk, you can feel the grass.
Damn. I think he just stares, I think, first in awe of Willow because this is bonkers. And second, I think he just gets caught up in like just watching the scene. Like someone you can clearly tell is probably his brother and probably his mother and father. And I think he just gets caught up watching them with the sort of like there might be like a little bit of sadness, but it's sort of a nostalgic sadness, if anything.
Like a melancholy?
A little bit, yeah.
Who's your family?
Yes, that's my mother and father and my younger brother, if you can believe that.
Oh, you miss them?
I do, time to time.
Would you like me to tell about them? Oh, what's so special about this memory here that this is the one that you chose?
I don't know, I was just sort of all of yesterday got me thinking about family and everyone that sort of lost part of theirs, especially Runros and Umtosh. I don't know, I was just sort of thinking about them. My parents have since passed, but my younger brother is alive. I hope, anyway. I don't really know where he is, and I haven't for a while.
Would you like to see him again?
I think so, yes. We sort of, the last few years that we spoke and knew each other in Black Belt, he was always sort of trying to I say push me, but I needed the push anyway. He was trying to push me to go further, to seek something of a destiny for myself that was, something other than books and one classroom and one university for the rest of my life. He was always very outgoing and strong and brave and first to leave the nest and go out seeking glory and all that. He always just wanted, I don't know, I think he held some sort of destiny for me and he wanted me to live up to it. And at the moment he left, it was very clear to me that I hadn't. I don't know. I just like to know that he's safe. And maybe I want to rub in a little bit of the fact that I've been around and done things now, but
Oh, you've done more than just done some things and gone around. We have a whole other planet chasing after you.
yes. Yes, he's taller than me, but I bet he's never met aliens.
Incorrect.
So, who's really winning?
So happy to see you relax a little. You always look so worried. You think you're still trying to live up to that expectation that he left you with?
I don't know if I think of it as an exploitation anymore, if I'm honest. I don't think it was ever malicious or judgmental. Yeah, it might have been a bit judgmental, but that's just how brothers are. I think he just knew that I could be someone who was unafraid, and I think he was just waiting for me to see that too. And now I've seen the Titans crash down upon the planet in my vision and talk to a hive mind and a freaky guy somewhere way far away. And it's like, I don't know, it's like I'm not really afraid anymore. I know that anything that might come across our path might, turn us into a fine red powder, but I don't know, I've been alive a while and we've all been traveling together a while and we have, for the most part, survived every day that we've lived. And so what's a few roadblocks and a great road to a great life?
Ola just looks at you and just takes in scenery. Oh my god. Yeah, takes in the scenery, looks you in the eyes and say, I really do care for you and I really do very happy to have you. And Willow's gonna wave a hand and kind of just block the visitors for a second. Whoever's seeing this. There's a short ad playing on the fountain.
You hear a lot of like groans and oh man,
Thought I installed an ad blocker. What the fuck happened?
oh, it was just getting interesting.
This fountain isn't really just for hope and collecting. It's also for an experiment for me to, if people are willing, have you explore my head willingly. There's going to be a lot of restrictions, very little interaction. You can at least see what's going on in there. And I've been using the same, experimenting on myself in my mind palace. And now here to see it in fruition. It's a lot. It's almost. I'm building on the skill and the power that I have to go into other people's heads. Somewhat engineer that so that I can allow entry for others here without touch. That's the main things why I have this fountain. The fact that it is a source of happiness for people, a wonderful plus. Wonderful plus. I want to be able to fix myself, face past as it is, and take it all in stride. You by my side, I think it's going to be a lot more fun. I hope you're willing to go on this ride with me. A lot longer than maybe you wanted. I'd love to see more, get to know more of you, far deeper than what I have the past year or so. I don't know. Feelings are a little bit different. I don't. Willow's just like stuttering a lot.
Isaac's just gonna take Willow's hand. Whatever you need. Should you need someone to wade into the depths and expel the demons, I will go bravely with my head under the water. Should you need a shoulder to cry on, I will wear a cloak that is particularly absorbent. Should you need anything at all, you need only ask.
I hope you'd do the same with me. And Willow grabs the cloth part with a darker stain.
Yes, well, we've both got some nasty things inside of us, I assume, but,
How'd you get it? And for how long?
Oh my. Dare I call it an occupant? Sounds rather ghoulish, but my affliction, I suppose. Well, I believe it was when I communicated with it for the first time. I put a piece of the Lodeoganite in Tarthano's great machine. It allowed me to examine its contents in sharp and minute detail, and within it I could see something was alive, or a semblance of life anyway. And with the ability that I have from my heritage, if I can see it, I can connect with it through my mind and speak to it. And the microscope let me see it, and I said hello to a parasite, and about 1,000,000 parasites said hello back. And I thought that would be it for me, but it seems it has decided to bide its time, perhaps. Or
Hey guys, probably isn't a good time, but I'm getting a real uneasy feeling about something.
Yes. Jump back. Sorry. Exit simulation.
Sorry, Gorm, you're getting a weird vibe.
I don't mean to interrupt, but
You're getting a weird vibe. Are we wet when we come out of the fountain? Like, is it like water?
We actually, it feels like we're it feels like we're being absorbed up,
Oh,
but
It's just sweat.
oh, yeah.
but we're
I
still
don't
actually
think
like
it's sweat.
in the last position that we were in before we dove right in. It's like our consciousness went into it.
Being sucked through a vacuum cleaner.
Whoa.
Exactly.
I know.
You're an all-star. Get your game on. Go play.
That's crazy. I'm wiping the sweat from my face. Sorry, Gorm, you said you got a weird vibe?
yeah, so I think Paylor was trying to tell me something about going back to where we fought the Hydra,
Oh.
and I got the feeling that it was important.
I mean, Paylor I'm willing to listen to.
Yeah, I mean, seems like a trustworthy voice in your head to have.
Of course.
If it was Lilkia's old tall, dark, and Cheney, touch it right.
Tall, dark, and Dick Cheney is what you said?
Tall, dark, and Dick Cheney. Yes, yes. He actually looks like that. That's the face claim. He looks like it's Dick Cheney. He's got big horns.
Oh, we'll circle back to that. Then Willow kind of like summons a small light tablet, starts typing. It says, you have until tomorrow at whatever time we started the casting, because it's 24 hours to enjoy. That's it. Just so that everybody knows, while there is a time limit, they have a whole day that they can relax. And Willow takes as harmless. Okay. She's just is it fast to go now?
I think so.
Okay. Where's Walter?
I come coming out of my room, chomping on some bacon with American maple syrup.
Oh.
Oh,
As you say that, but you're chewing on Canadian
Canadian bacon. There we go.
Yeah.
Filipino, why not?
Just a piece of ham, okay.
Yeah, just a hunk of ham.
get this slander out of my sight. Unbelievable. You guys couldn't have eggs Benny without that shit. Are you kidding me?
Already ate the eggs. This was what was left.
This is the Benny. There you go.
But all one nice clean armor, all freshened up, ready to go get it bloody again.
Someone in the crowd wolf whistles. I can't say Isaac does it because he's not cool like that, but somebody does. Neokea does.
No,
sorry.
they do.
I can't do it either.
You see a red-haired human woman. Yeah, very much like cheering you on, Voltaire, in a very flirty way. She catcalls you like it's nobody's business.
Don't
The
worry.
wind starts blowing a lot more. Just like the hair, the scent is carried towards that person specifically.
Music just starts playing in the background.
Ah, ah, ah.
The little willow children start forming a choir.
Oh my gosh.
How are your sleeps? You enjoy this whole shebang?
Yep, ready to go face the choir, not the kid choir. So face the day. I'm sure that's gonna be a rough one.
Aren't they all?
Lately, yes.
So go on. What happened? We have to go back?
Yeah, I think Paler was just trying to tell me that we need to go there. I don't know why yet. I'm guessing it'll be apparent when we get there.
Okay. Do we need to bring anyone else? Or just the 4 of us? 5 of us?
I think just us. Let's not disturb the others. Let them have their rest.
Have you all eaten? Ready for the day?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Have you all had something? Like, I got a little bit of this bacon left here.
If
Throw it
it was from your own rations, it'll be fine. But a note: you can't bring anything out into the real world, so might as well scarf it down now. We still feel full and hydrated as we leave. Okay, shall we?
After you. Or actually, we're following Gorm. But yeah.
Let's head down through the sewers, I guess. Hooray.
We exit the pillar, and the moment that Willow is maybe I want to say 10, 50, no, 30 feet away, the sheer curtains close and just disappear. It's not visible.
Did we all get a long rest?
Yeah, you guys can knock off a long rest. I'm trying to find something in particular that I was looking at. Can't seem to locate it, but it's whatever. If I can't find it in the next 30 seconds, we'll move on.
Do we also get a level
There we
on?
go. You do not know.
Had to
Not
try.
yet. Not yet.
As our heroes embark on their next adventure, we will see you next time.
Same bat time, same bat channel. I'm kidding.
I want to at least get to this next area first before we call it.
Dave's planning to TPK us in the next room. He's really anxious to get there. He's like, you fuckers deserve it. Get in the room. I'm going to explode the whole thing.
Yeah.
I already died there once.
Yeah.
Let's make
And
it
the cubes are still there, so just
Oh, yeah.
be aware.
Awesome. Our bodies aren't even going to be left. Perfect.
They're not fast. You could walk around them, but just don't walk into them.
All right. Well, I'm gonna move past that because I can't seem to find what I was reading earlier. Any hoodles.
All right.
Let me get to this real quick. I'm gonna just gotta do a little bit of maintenance real quick on this next area. All right. So, following the trail that Willow had marked down on the map, you all find yourselves in this area quicker than what you would have if you were just, if you didn't have the directions. It takes maybe about an hour of travel, but you find yourselves in what seems like the area you should be. According to the map, this is one of the convergence points of the main area which you guys were looking for. Gorm, I am going to have you roll perception, please.
Okay.
Holy shit. Gorm, what's up?
Sorry, I just worth pointing out that the roll I saw in D&D Beyond and the roll on Roll20 are 2 totally different numbers.
That's a known issue, especially with the 2024 rules.
So what did you actually roll on D&D Beyond?
We'll take 22. It's fine.
Yeah, absolutely. I would have to figure out how to open the log and look because it's already disappeared off my screen.
If you click, there's like a little thing up at the top. It's usually like chat log or something.
There's
Oh,
a
game log.
13
Game
plus
log,
2
yeah.
for a
Okay,
15.
that's
Oh.
still good. Good enough at least. So we'll take that. We'll take that roll. And Gorm, you're following Palor's guidance, his push and pull towards this area, and you're following sort of the gaze that he's sort of like hot and colding you to. And around this area, this corner area, you see a hand on the ground. The fingers just barely peeking out on around the corner.
Like a severed.
No, oh, it seems like it might be attached to something.
Okay. I'm going to cautiously try to peek around the corner.
All right, reveal. Give me a second. What you see, and I hope this shows up for you, because this is a new feature that I was trying out. What you see from this vantage point, looking down this pathway, I want to keep it. I want to also preface that this brown line in the middle of the map, that is sewage.
Thanks
So
for the reminder.
that is sewage. But what you see is, one, at the far end, you see a discolored cube. It's like very like red and brownish, mostly brownish.
Oh,
Oh, that's cool.
You also see a dead body. If you want to click on the little icon, that is what you see.
I
that's
see.
pretty cool.
As
And
feature.
and you slightly recognize this uniform, this not necessarily uniform, but the way this person's dressed and the insignias on it with the three triangles. It's actually it's a triangle within a triangle surrounded by some runes and a like a 12 pointed sun encircling the whole thing. And this is the symbol that you saw as a child
The evil
that
council.
that the bandits that killed your parents had.
Uh-huh. And this person's dead, you said.
They are dead, and it seems like a fresh kill. If you want to roll medicine, you could sort of discern how they were killed.
Sure, why not?
I don't know if that's the correct roll.
13 is what I'm seeing in Beyond D&D.
So 13 total. Okay. You see some slashes and a couple puncture wounds, but other than that, you're not sure what could have killed it. I'm gonna have you roll another. I'm gonna have you roll investigation right now as well.
Okay.
And I know I'm having you do a bunch of rolls, but it's just sort of, what did you actually roll? I'm not
Ele-
trusting anything.
11.
11 total?
Yeah.
Okay. Next to the body, you see a parchment. Picking up the parchment, it is essentially, it says roughly, I don't have the exact verbiage, but it says, look for this person, find their artifact, kill them if necessary, and it gives your description. And at the end of it, it says, take care of any loose ends. And you can guess that this person was looking for you.
I would guess they weren't alone. Do I see any signs of other people around?
What's your passive perception or passive investigation?
Passive perception 12, passive investigation 9. So not great. Certainly not ideal.
You don't see any signs of anyone else. It seems as though this person was traveling alone. While this is going on, I am going to need Voltaire and Isaac to roll perception, please. And just let me know what you roll in D&D Beyond and not roll 20, because I'm not trusting these rolls.
Your dice are so pretty. What the hell?
Which the purple one?
I mean, both of them were cool.
So mine was 24 total. Isaac was 25.
Okay. Perfect. Both of you hear something off past. Let me actually get the ruler out. In this sort of direction. It seems like maybe the movements of a small critter, but you're not entirely sure, because of how dark it is in this area.
Be alert. There might be more things down here.
And Willow, this sort of tips you off if after Voltaire says this, because you're pretty sure you checked every nook and cranny.
Yep, did. That was yesterday.
Mm-hmm. So whatever is down here, or whatever you hear down here, it might be a new resident.
Oh, this is the cube right there. I can't go any further. Think I would try and send Ike down and around.
Yeah, let me reveal. You do see a ladder through Ike that seems to go up, which you can guess is one of the parts of town, one of the sewer entrances. And from this point of view, I'll just reveal that you start to see remnants of the past battle, the damaged walls and the cracked flooring and the blood stains from the battle before, and this brings back a few bit of horrific memories. In particular, the tragic original loss of Gorm and some of the feelings that entailed or that included, almost like opening up an old wound. Do you progress forward?
I asked Gorm to move a little forward, and then yes.
Are you having him follow Ike?
No, I just wanted to get past without jumping in the. Because I have.
Without stepping foot in the sewage.
Yeah, I want to stay out of sight behind the wall.
Mm,
But I'll push Mike forward. I just wanted to stay in range
got it.
so I can keep using the sight and sound through him.
Right. Is anyone like following Ike, or are we just letting Ike do his thing? Okay.
It gets 90 feet, so I guess he can do half the map without me having to chase him.
You do see the second gelatinous cube, and this one's a lot redder than the other one. And you can kind of see through it the remains of the false Hydra that was fought. The decaying, bloody-ish sort of remains. And it seems like this gelatinous cube is slowly disposing of this carcass.
The second cube's up here, guys. Just be careful.
And it seems to be blocking the way that way.
Yeah, it's blocking that way, but if I recall, this path to the right goes around.
And you would be correct.
Something like this.
Yeah. Wow, that was almost spot on. Almost spot on. I'll just have you guys move your tokens so that way I can kind of reveal as we go. I just want to get how Gorm is feeling coming back to the scene of his death, essentially.
Extremely cautious.
As you should be.
Like I kind of said when you DM me, like I don't like it, but I do trust Paylor. So,
and that sign that you saw, that dead body, that paper, that was what he was sort of hinting towards. You start to feel that tightening sort of subside a little bit, and you're like, okay, thanks, Paylor. I really wanted to see that somebody was coming after me.
And got murked.
Yeah.
I had nothing to do with that. Yeah, because I got possessed up here on right across the way there, and then Philippe hid down in the other alley down on the very bottom of the map right now.
So I'll sort of reveal what the areas that you've been to before. But other than that, I don't think you've been to any other part of the map.
We made it into the full False Hydra area.
Yeah, but you can't really get to that area.
Yeah.
With the cube in the way.
Yeah, but my Willow's Arcane Eye did, right? They were able to?
Yes, but I'm talking about now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we don't have vision on it now at this particular moment.
Got it.
Actually, I'd probably make I do a loop through this section first.
It's just running sewage. That's all it is.
Yeah.
Just really disgusting, smelly running sewage. And passing by it, it's just the smell is really strong. It's kind of like all the sewage from the town gets dumped into this one area and then sort of filters through these layways to feed the cubes.
Yeah, that's the path I was looking for.
Yep. And with the role that Isaac had previously made, just gonna kind of carry off of that role. Passing by this area, and going following Voltaire and Ike, you hear a little bit of chittering coming from behind the cube.
Gonna just whisper to everybody. I think there might be something behind the cube. I flip to the page in my spell book that has the spell for fireball written out, and I just turn the book around and show it to everybody.
In an enclosed space.
If we're far enough away, I don't know.
As long as we're both far enough away, I guess. What's that chittering noise?
Now that I'm thinking about it, do you think the air is like full of gas from the sewage and then it'll also light on fire?
Oh, probably.
Yeah.
You're going to be covered in a fiery pile of shit.
Delightful. What a way to go.
Gorm, while you were all sort of following Voltaire and Ike and Isaac's picking up on this new sound and relaying all this to Willow, and Lokia's looking around trying to watch your guys' six, you feel something grab your ankle.
No.
And you look around, and it's that dead body that you discovered. And you look back, and its eyes are sort of like glowing a white purple, and in a very distorted, sort of like a broken sort of language. It's common, but it's very broken common. It says to you out loud, and you all can hear this that are right here. It says, "Go away,
Can anyone
home."
can anyone give me one good reason not to smash right now?
Well, the one good reason is as soon as the deceased body says that, the light from its eyes disappears and it slumps back on the ground dead.
Oh, okay.
You can smash it anyway.
I mean, yeah.
You know, Gordon probably would just to be safe.
How do you smash it? How do you smash it in?
With the chair.
Just full on.
Yeah, just clang and don't you do that.
And parts of the body squelch under the weight of your slam, and a bit of blood and viscera like flies onto your shoes. All right, and then going back to Ike, if you guys are moving or following Ike and everything, I will need you to move your tokens just because it helps get the scene rolling, get this a little bit rolling.
Does Lukia sense if that was like, or do we sense if that was undead or something that may have been just possessing that body to send a message and it's back to being a corpse?
It was not an undead. It seems as though, Will, you've been around long enough to see magics of this type. It seems like it was just kind of possessed a little bit. They're a body. I'm going to utilize it.
Do we know what kind of creature? Have we heard of creatures like that before that can do so?
Not necessarily, but you know of creatures that can sort of alter the mind and maybe the body a little bit. And some of those features the false Hydra had.
Oh hell, they're babies.
Oh, better not.
And as Ike goes a little bit closer, there's another ladder up towards the surface. I'm going to have you stop right there as you get closer to the location that you were heading to. What you see through Ike's eyes is a clutch of oversized rats. They seem very bloated, and they could almost be mistaken for giant rats, but deformed, I guess is I guess how you would describe them. And they seem to be feasting on the remains of the false Hydra as well. And there's about 6 of them, and one of the rats gets a little too, I guess, they get a little too like full of themselves and start like trying to push the other rats away from eating this. And they collectively gang up on this one rat and push him into the gelatinous cube. And you hear as the acid disintegrates this one rat. And looking at these rats, you're not really able to get like a better look at it, but what you can see, a notable feature of these rats is their eyes. They all have glowing white purple sort of eyes, and they seem to have little rat appendages growing out of their fur, out of their bodies, that don't seem to have any function other than just being just grotesque extra limbs.
So, I mean, I relay all that, and then I'm like, you ever seen this show where, you know, there's turtles and rats and they all mutated and they like learned kung fu? We might have that situation going on.
What the hell are you talking about?
Oh, it's the story about the rat people and the turtles.
Yes. They got mutated in the sewers, and then they
It's a very common story.
That was the way the way of the hand underground not so adult turtles and their ratkin master, right? That one.
Right, exactly.
Yes, I've heard of that one.
I think we have that kind of situation going on up here.
Not good.
You know, all fairy tales come from somewhere.
Right.
Are you back in your willow form? Can you fly up there and have a closer look?
No more wings. You're human sized now. Well, remind me, I have to change the thing.
I do have some images that I'll send you that I sort of kind of done up a little bit not that long ago. I think you would like them. So I'll send you those over the weekend. And you could kind of pick what you like out of those. All right. So I'm gonna try to wrap up the end of this quickly before my internet starts to cut out again on Zoom. I don't know what's going on. I think it just might be Zoom. I don't have any other issues with anything else. But anyway, yeah, that one rat gets essentially jettisoned into the gelatinous cube. It was the imposter. I'm just kidding. A little Among Us reference there. And Gorm, as you're sort of at the trail end or the tail end of this group, that corpse comes back alive, kind of. Again, it says last chance, and it says that through a dislocated jaw, and it's almost unable to get those words out.
Oh, I hit it again and say, I thought I told you to
You're
stop doing that.
You're gonna run back like curb stomp it.
Yeah. Like, I
And
definitely told you to stop doing that.
when you do that, Ike, you hear a loud chittering sound. Is there anything that Voltaire would be doing to relay any of this? Or maybe a game plan on how to cautiously approach this?
I mean, you were probably cutting out, but I told them I relay, everything you said, and
Okay, yeah, I was cutting out a little bit there. Cool. All right. Are you guys going forward at all? To check this out, or what's going on? Because these things know you're here. They don't know where you're at, but they know you're here.
Yeah, they can keep following, but I was gonna keep pushing Ike.
Okay, and I will reveal this area. What you see is,
Ooh.
and yeah, you see that rat or these rats, whatever, and they are very much gnawing on this corpse, and that is where I'm going to end it. One, because I'm getting frustrated with the connection that I'm having on Zoom.
Fair.
And two, it's almost 1:00, and I'm sure some of you are tired.
It's me.
I am someone.
We're all someone to someone. Yeah. I appreciate you guys for playing tonight, and I had some fun. I love the role playing. always love when you guys can set a scene for yourselves. Like, it makes my job so much easier.
I loved when we learned so much information about Willow.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
That was really great.
And
I
was
love
it really a shock?
literally, and we all instinctually avoided the cards that had X's. We just sort of felt the vibe. That
You
they
were
were
supposed to act as if your character, not think I'm like, oh, what the fuck is Kyle scheming now with these fucking cards?
Bold of you to assume that our characters wouldn't assume Willow was scheming with those fucking cards.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
evil.
Fair enough.
Okay, top of next game, we're all going around and getting one of the X cards. Just gonna go crazy.
Yep. Just outside of this rat room.
Yeah, yeah. We're gonna give the rats one, and then they can decide as a group.
Well,
They're
I
actually a
mean,
rat polycule.
I think that's just called the Rat King.
That's based. Oh my god. Every rat king is just a really committed rat polycule.
I mean,
That's true.
yeah, honestly.
That's true. Wow.
I would ask those questions to Cass next week.
Yeah.
well, I mean, that is one option.
Rat into the cube. Well, thank you
All
for
right.
the session, Dave. That was really good.
Yes.
Yes, thank you.
I like rats.
I'm available next week. This week was a tough one, but I mean, only because I was solo all week today at work for the first time.
She's good.
Next week I won't be so out of it, hopefully. So yeah, I'm excited for next week too. Seeing where this little bit takes us and this little encounter. Yeah. Hopefully we have everyone next week. I'm gonna try to check in on Cass, see how she's doing. I know she's going through some stuff. Yeah, I will hopefully see you guys next week, and you guys have a great rest of your weekend and great week next week. And yeah,
You too. Thank you.
See you guys
thank
next
you
week.
guys.
Thank you.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.